So the mother on the left from the bartender's view, I'm guessing, which would be my right here. I like white, so the father likes white. My husband likes island, so white island. That would be there. My son has always liked ocean. My son has loved the color blue, so blue ocean. For the sun. There we go. Thank you so much there. Huh, it's blue this time. Yeah, they're all blue. There's something happening on the screen. Sun, star, moon. Yeah, I'm not surprised that it gets most people. Huh? I guess there's another password that can open it too. So it would seem. There we go. We've barely done anything on this line. I'm guessing to continue that line, I need to progress somewhere along another line to get information to progress through that line. Anyway, we can leave. The thing that keeps the door locked, it says lock. Okay, I'm gonna put the key in. You ready? I keep telling you, you don't have to ask every single. I'm not asking you. I'm asking Luna. I'm ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You don't need to count down every time either. And we are free. Another elevator, huh?
Do you think it works?
Dunno. Only one way to find out, though.
Hey, someone's coming.
Looks like Alice, Clover, and Kay.
And Dio, Quark, and Tenmyoji.
What's going on here?
We ran into them a little bit ago. Well, not literally, of course.
I don't know. With a prowl like that, I imagine you run into a lot of things.
Let me see the map.
Oh, sure. I've definitely seen this map movement before. Ah, I get it. All three routes end up here.
That's the same as the map we found in the infirmary.
Infirmary?
Oh, we found a map like that too. Ours was in the crew quarters.
That's so. We found ours in the lounge.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
What the? Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looks like the ones we saw earlier.
Looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Quark, why don't you show them that note we found?
Sure.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. It was in a safe in the lounge. Here are a few rules for you.
So, this is the lounge.
It would seem Zero's notes were telling the truth. Getting back here was easy enough.
That means we could all go visit the infirmary too.
Or the crew quarters.
Hey, Grandpa, check this out. It's some of your favorite scotch.
Oh, tempting. I don't really think now's the time.
Well, hold on. Grandpa? Since when were they buddies? Or had they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the Nonary game, and if Quark was calling Tenmyoji Grandpa, maybe they were even related. Alice and Clover seemed to be close too. Just how many of these people knew each other already?
Let's go, buddy. As soon as we get out of here, I can drink all the scotch I want. You can drink all the root beer floats you can stomach.
What? You're gonna get me a root beer float? But are you sure? Do you have enough money?
Oh, ye of little faith. I found an old factory full of rare earth metals the other day.
Rare earth metals?
Oh, you're finally done. You were
Let's
And
get her to the infirmary.
there's the lady again. We found her in the first line.
She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
Theo, Kay, and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. But whatever the reason, Temiyuji only stared. His whole body was rigid like a rope, pulled almost to its breaking point. But it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us, not quite. It was more like he was staring toward us, a smouldering spark or something burning slightly behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realized Tenmyuji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we'd found the body. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and laboured and his movements slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Oh yeah? And just how the hell do you remember that?
Because Alice, Clover, and I examined this entire room.
So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes, I think I should be able to manage that.
Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Sex female, estimated age 65-75 years, diagnosis deceased, cause of death exsanguination. Estimate time of death 3 to 4 hours ago. Damage trajectory. Weapon entered through fourth intercostal piercing heart. Wound characteristics. Wound margin clean continuous. Wound angles 1 sharp, 1 blunt. Wound cavity 150 millimeters deep. Wound length 30 millimeters wide, or length. Wound width 3 millimeters. Conclusion: based on the characteristics described above, there is a 95% chance the wound was caused by a sharp, single-bladed instrument. A knife. Huh. Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed with a clarinet or something? An instrument is anything that could have caused it, so a knife is classed as an instrument in this case.
It means a tool of some sort.
Yep,
A knife, probably.
yep,
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
yep.
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Sorry, but no.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left.
So Kay was a suspect because she was found in the AB room furthest to the left, as you can see on the screen here. That room is the room that Kay and Clover? Yeah, Kay and Clover were in when they woke up, and first... It was the first room that they came out of. So he was suspected because she was in the room, well, she died before the game started, was found in the same room that he started the game in, and Clover was asleep until after he escaped the room.
Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You and Clover. Only one of you was conscious.
Fi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right?
I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Except 0.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Well, if he was telling the truth, nobody could have gotten in after you two left. Which means...
You fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay?
I don't believe he did.
I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman.
The real Zero.
Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
Yep.
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly, but now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero, or rather Zero Senior, I suppose you could say.
Supposedly one of these 9 people is Zero as well. We don't know who Zero is yet, so I'm almost like 99% certain it was Zero that put the body there and killed the lady and all that. And the only way that Kay could be guilty is if he's Zero. But I don't believe he is.
He likely ordered Zero Jr., the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Jr. told us about the murder, then Zero Sr.'s identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Sr. murdered her.
Yes.
Just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Killing someone is just part of a game to him.
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
What was that?
I don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure.
And that is?
If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
You see? Just as I said. Zero Jr. ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Sr.'s plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in.
We're really going in there? I kinda don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago. Huh, wait. Fi, where'd you go?
Up here.
Up? What? What the hell is she doing? You must be really desperate to get high.
Seriously? That's the best you can do? I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble.
Whatever. What are you doing up there? Anyway. Everybody's already gone into the AB rooms.
Yeah, well, there was something I wanted to check out.
And that is?
This thing. Remember it?
Yep. The hatch.
Try opening it.
No luck. It won't budge.
Then that means this AB room is locked down tight. No one could get in.
You're talking about whoever killed that old lady, aren't you?
Yeah.
You still think it's Kaya? Well, like Clover said, if Zero Senior is the killer, then it wouldn't matter if we could open this hatch or not.
I know. I just wanted to be sure.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Let's go. I imagine Algernon's waiting for us.
Algernon? He's a rabbit.
Look, there's something on the screen.
Yeah, you're right. Well, looks like there's no going back now.
Astute observation.
Hooray! Everybody's finally here! I've been waiting.
So have we. We've got some questions for you, Zero. Who was that old lady? Old woman?
Ugh. Will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions?
Oh?
The other people in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy. I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely soundproof, but B.O. is especially loud.
He's got code names for every person playing. B.O. is Dio. Siggy is me. I'm Siggy or Sigma. Fi, he calls Fido. Clover, he calls Cleaver.
For real, B.O., I need you to shut up.
Alice, he calls Alas. Temiyuji, he calls Teddy Oldie.
There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. So, no more questions from now on.
Or probably she, sounds like a female voice.
No answers for anybody, okay? You just have to wait. Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano. Well, there are 2 people in each pair, aren't there? So it'll be more of a 2-on-1 battle, I guess. Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors. For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Mooney and went through the magenta door, didn't they?
Mooney is... Luna.
That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Mooney. And it goes the other way, too.
Mooney's opponent will be Siggy and Fido.
Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Alas.
K. The bunny calls K, the robot guy, Potassium. No idea why.
And Bo and Quirk's enemy will be Tenmioldi.
Quark and Dio. Bo and Quirk. Tenmioldi is Tenmuji.
Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then what?
It's just explaining the rules of the AB game there. Ah, that would be why. Yeah, I didn't realise that.
I think that about does it for the basic rules.
Well, actually, there's a little bit more. But
It'll just have to wait, I guess. After all, it's almost time!
Hey, wait.
No, I won't wait and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here. See you later! Have a nice trouble.
Have a nice trouble. That doesn't make any sense.
We don't have time to talk about this.
Hey there, Fishbone Gold. How you doing today?
Choose Betray.
What? You're kidding. You really want me to betray Luna?
We don't know if she'll ally or not. If we choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed. That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2?
1. What kind of idiot do you think I am? It's 1, obviously.
Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, it's over. So...
Wait. What do you mean by it's over?
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
just press the damn button!
You're hiding something. Yeah, you've been suspicious from the get-go. I mean, how'd you know my name? Or how about when we found that old lady's body? You didn't even blink. Almost like you knew she would be here. Look, I don't want to believe it, but did you? Are you?
Fine. If you won't do it, then I...
Don't think so. I'm not going to move until you give me some answers. If I don't do anything, it'll just vote ally for us anyway. So let's hear it. What are you hiding? What's it over? What's it's over supposed to mean?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
When your BP hits 0, you die. That's what I meant.
1.
I'm still going by what I've said before. I'm going to go through all the
Round 1
betray
of the
options
Ambidex
before I do
game has been
the
completed.
ally options.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Hey there, Munchy Pickles. How you doing today?
Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
I think, though, I might call it a stream here.